So I'm doing problem number 25 from section 3.3. In this problem, it asks to show that the derivative of cotangent of x is equal to negative cosecant squared x. So we're proving that the derivative of cotangent x is equal to negative cosecant squared x. So first, I'm going to start off with what we know. So from the properties of trigonometric functions, we know that cotangent of x is equal to cosine of x over sine of x. That's something that we know. We also know that from the rules of the derivatives of trigonometric functions, that the derivative of cosine of x is equal to negative sine of x, and the derivative of sine of x is equal to cosine of x. So that's what we know so far and what we can use. So since we want to prove that this is equal to this, we can first take the derivative of cotangent of x, but instead we can plug in this function here, cosine of x over sine of x. So now here we're going to have to use the quotient rule. So the quotient rule is the low function, which is this one, and then the derivative of the high, so low d high, minus, and then high cosine of x, and then d low, which is the derivative of the bottom. So this is derivative, all over the squared of what's below, so sine of x squared. So now we can take the derivatives since we have them here. So it equals sine of x times, and so the derivative of cosine of x is negative sine of x, minus cosine of x times the derivative of sine of x, which is also cosine of x, all over, and so sine of x squared is sine squared x. So then we can just keep going and keep simplifying. So this equals it's a negative sign. So it's negative sine squared x minus cosine squared x all over sine squared x. So here we can see that we know that from the properties of trigonometric functions, sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equal to 1. So here we can take out negative 1, and then it's sine squared x plus cosine squared x all over sine squared x. So this we know because we just stated that it equals 1. So now we have negative 1, don't forget the negative, over sine squared x. So now we're almost there to the negative cosecant squared x. So we know that from the properties of trig functions, we know that 1 over sine of x is equal to cosecant of x. So if we have 1 over sine of squared x, it's also equal to cosecant of squared x. So this, we can rewrite it as negative, and then this is going to be 1 over sine squared x, which is cosecant squared x. So then we have negative cosecant squared x. So therefore, the derivative of cotangent x is equal to negative cosecant squared x. We're done. And that's our answer.